Don't forget to like, subscribe and share the videos.
Hello all, welcome to Ganesh IAS Academy. This is the special session. In this session, we are going to discuss about the previous year UPSC Mains economic question. So here we will see about what are the questions they asked in the previous year, why they asked this question, and also what is the relevance of that question in the present day scenario. For example, why the manufacturing sector is not growing. That was asked in 2013, but still that is relevant at this time also. And why the service sector is growing this much. So what are the positives that pushed the service sector growth? So these are the questions they are repeatedly asking, and there is still relevance for these kinds of questions. So when it comes to mains exam, you can easily predict which of the questions there will be in the upcoming mains exam, because it is more of the present scenario. They will make a question from that. For example, if there is an issue in the parliament related to the anti-defection law, means definitely there will be the question related to that. So for example, they may ask what are the recommendations to overcome these issues in the anti-defection law. They may ask that. So you have to quote that various committees recommendations, and also for example the one time the Venkaiah Naidu, vice president of ex-vice president of Rajya Sabha, said that we can do these things to overcome the anti-defection law, to overcome the delay in the anti-defection law proceedings. So all these things you can quote. So for that you have to be more updated related to the current affairs. So current affair will play the main role and the vital role in the upcoming mains exam. So it is important to focus on the current affairs. So if a person you are cleared with the prelims means, then from the result to the coming mains, okay, to the date of the mains exam, you have to be more updated with all the current affairs, and also you have to do the 360-degree analysis related to that news. For example, recently the government is speaking about the one nation, one election. So there is the possibility of questions from that. So you have to update with the various things about this one nation, one elections, whether India faced this thing. So what is the possibility for this one nation, one election? What are the amendments need to be done in the constitution? Whether any country is following this one nation, one election. So all these things you need to know. So this is called as 360-degree analysis. So based on which only you can easily approach any questions related to that issue. So this is the thing you have to do that. In this session, we also discuss about certain things like that. Okay, so let's begin the session. This question was asked in 2022. It's a 10-mark question, 150 words question. So question is related to the public-private partnership. It is one of the syllabus term that was given in the UPSC mains for the GS3 economy. So the question is all about why is public-private partnership required in infrastructural projects? Question mark. This is the first part of the question. Second part is examine the role of the PPP model in redevelopment of railway stations in India. So it is a simple 10-mark question, and also it have the two subdivisions. First thing is about the why. It is a why type question, and it is also asking about why PP is required in the infrastructural project. And second is based on the specific application part of that PPP project. For example, the application part is here, it is a railway station. So why PPP is needed in the railway station redevelopment? So this is the question. So first thing what you have to think is what will be the introduction for this question. So it is a simple public-private partnership question. So it is better to go with what is PPP, what is by public-private partnership, which means it is the collaborative approach to build certain projects that need the high capital or infrastructure, high capital or else technological transfers or else expertise. For that we will go for the public-private partnership. So this is the simple thing about the PPP. It's a collaborative approach between the public and the private. So here the risk also shared and the profit also shared between the public and private. So it is like a win-win situation for both the public and private. So this is the simple intro you can say, or else you can speak based on the application oriented intro. For example, the question is speaking about the railway redevelopment. You can quote the Delhi railway station development. It is done as the PPP model, and also Mumbai Central Railway Station. It is redeveloped as the PPP model. So this is also can be the intro. It is the application oriented intro for this question. So this is the two types of intro you can give. Other than that, you can speak about ease of doing business as the intro. So that is also possible intro you can say. But more precise intro is what is PPP or else application of PPP in the railway project, because the question is directly related to that one. So this is the possible intro for this question. Okay, we will discuss here itself about the conclusion part. So what are the possible conclusion you can say? To build the long-term infrastructure projects in a speedy manner, we need PPP model. So this is the conclusion you can say. Simply you can say that. Or else we can establish same PPP model like what we did in the railway. We can do that in the all other government projects like dam constructions, bridges constructions. We are also following the road construction projects. So you can say that we have to enhance this thing to the other sectors. That is also you can say. This is the possible conclusion for it. Next part is about the body of this answer. So here the question is about two subdivisions is here. First is why PPP required in the infrastructure project. So you have to say why we need PPP in the infrastructure project. First thing is it provides the capital and the expertise. So for example, consider that the government is going to construct a huge dam. In that scenario, the issue will be, the thing is called as opportunity cost, which means consider that there is a apple and then orange. Okay, consider that I am going to buy the apple, which means I am going to lose certain benefit that is given by that is going to be given by this while I am going to buy this orange and consuming it. So I am losing certain things. That is called as opportunity cost. The same example consider into the infra projects. The government is going to invest around 10,000 crore or 20,000 crore in that dam construction, means at that time there is a certain deficit spending on the social development of the people. So for the welfare of the people, the spending will be reduced. So that is called as opportunity cost. To overcome this thing, we can go for this PPP model. So in that scenario, government will spend certain money and the private also spend the certain money. So by the way, we can easily overcome the issue of this opportunity cost. So same time we will develop the dams, at the same time we can able to spend on the social development or a social capital. So this thing will happen. So it will provide the capital and the expertise. That is the first thing. Next, risk sharing. So when it comes to the infrastructural projects, there will be certain risk. So if you are going to do this PPP model, means you will able to share the risk also. At the same time you are sharing the profit. So same as that of you can able to share the risk. That is the next benefit. And the third thing is it will reduce the corruption. So what it will happen is in the PPP model is it will increase the transparency and also create the accountability. When it comes to the PPP model, by the way, it will overcome the corruption. So you can say about the good governance also. So PPP model will enhance the good governance. That is also you can say based on the administrative part. Next, improve the quality. Yeah, that will definitely going to happen, because it is the two different entities, they are coming into a project construction. So definitely there will be the quality. because there will be certain competition, so that will lead to the improved quality in that project. See, when it comes to the private, what the major motive is to complete the project and they have to look for the next project. They won't spend a prolonged time in the one single project. So that is the next benefit. So it will lead to the faster implementation. And the last thing is the knowledge transfer. So private have the certain expertise towards on that field. So that thing will help in the development of the projects. So these are the certain benefits of the PPP in the infrastructural projects. Next, the question is about the railway. The role of PPP model in the redevelopment of railway stations. So here, so what it will going to give in the railway development. For example, what are the things that is going to benefit, that will give the benefit for the railway projects? First, it will improve the operational ratio, which means nothing but how much revenue you are generated by spending on that thing. For example, consider that the government is spending 1000 rupees for that railway ticket and the cleaning process and everything, but it is only generating 800 as a profit, means 800 as a revenue, means there is a loss of 200. So this is what happening in the Indian railway. So the operational ratio, which is very low, actually it is in a negative. That is the issue of the Indian railway. If it is PPP model in that railway redevelopment, means that will definitely lead to the improving the operation ratio. So that is the first benefit. Next, second benefit is it will provide the better service, which means nothing but timely operation. There won't be any delay and there is a cleanliness. So the quality of the service will be way more higher. That is the second benefit. And the third is the increased competition. So consider that one stretch of the railway network is operated by Jio, another stretch is operated by Tata. In that scenario, there will be the competition. So what they will do is they will spend lot of things, or they will think lot more to how to improve the quality of their services with the minimum rate. So that competition will leads to the that leads to the better quality of the services. At the same time, it will reduces the price. So it will increases the affordability. So that is the major benefit of PPP in the redevelopment of the railway project. So this question, the same question can be like in the upcoming exam will be like, why PPP required in the infrastructure project? Examine the role of PPP model in the redevelopment of some other thing, metro projects. Already we are following the PPP model in the metro. So there may be the questions like SEZ, the creation of the SEZ, or EZ. So these kinds of questions they may ask. So in that railway, they may shift another thing like dam constructions, bridge constructions. So there may be questions like that. So you have to be more ready for that. You have to prepare something related to these terms also. This is how you have to predict the question. So it is easy to predict the question when it comes to the mains. So do certain homework related to that. Okay. Thank you.